captain speaking. Welcome aboard Sri Lankan Airlines.
We have arrived at our second Cup semi-final here for the Sri Lanka Touch Footy Cup Sydney for 2024. The Barbarians taking on the Royal Tuskers for the right to play Dhamaraja College in the Cup final, where they will battle for the SSR Automobile Champions Trophy. James Preston here with you for all the commentary and all the coverage. The Barbarians line up with all the Roseros on deck here, of course, led by Captain Josh Rosero, Australian international, New South Wales origin representative, and of course, most recently becoming a Sri Lankan international representative too in the Sydney International Touch Series at Lidcombe Oval. They, of course, take on the Royal Tuskers, who are led by Nicol De Silva and Adrian Pereira, the other name to watch here. He is the mastermind behind these terrific events here with Sri Lanka Touch Footy. So you can see there, Josh Rosero with the scissors, paper, rock. Captain here of the Barbarians. They'll be playing in the yellow, running from left to right on the screen. 20-minute matches here, no halftime breaks. And the two sides will change ends when a try is scored. And already the Barbarians looking like one of the key teams to beat for the SSR Automobile Champions Trophy. Rosero takes off and we're underway here. Tough conditions at Samantha Riley Reserve. Meters on offer. Once more here for De Silva. As Rosero brings it forward, drops it down. Rosero receiving once again here, threatening on that left-hand side. Finds De Silva. Quick roll ball. No one there initially. Got there in time, did Rosero. And now coming up to the last play. Rosero looking dangerous. Popped a little pass. It was down a little bit too low though for De Silva to reel in. Ryan Rosero is back on the inside, but didn't end up going that way. And now Tuskers have first use of the ball here. They'll send it out to the left-hand side here for Ratwat. And now shown away to that right-hand side from Stewart. Long floating cutout pass. They found a little bit of space out there. I think it was Laura Petey who was up against the sideline. Now Petey sending it back here for Josh Rosero. Drops it down. Short pass here once more for Rosero. Turns it away to that left-hand side. Pressure supplied there from Nicol De Silva. Now Ryan Rosero drops it back. Rosero bouncing around, finds Josh. Drops it down. Josh Rosero again, looking dangerous, so we're trying to squeeze through them. Good touch made in the end, though, from James Stewart. Last one here for the Barbarians. Back to the 7-metre mark they come. Rosero looks long. Lovely pass. Oh, it beat them on the outside. It was almost too good for Zach Isaacs, who left it behind on that occasion. But what a ball there from Josh Rosero. And that is the skill he does possess. He's formed a terrific combination as well recently, playing for the Hornsby Lions with Dylan Hennessy at last State Cup. Another man with Sri Lankan heritage. We hope to see him here one day, playing in the Sri Lankan touch outfit. So they bring it away here. The Tuskers out at this left-hand side. And Ratwaite still looking for an opening. Can't fire one. Eventually is caught there out wide from Zach Isaacs. They send it here once more for Stewart or Tuskers. That pass from Stewart left a little to be desired. And after 2 minutes here, no change to the scoreboard as of yet. Rosero drops it down. And then Nathan Rosero in at acting half. So the three Rosero boys all out there now. Ryan with it. Stepping away off that right foot. Once more. Number in support. Well, that's going to be a touch pass. It should come back here. Yes, it will. Well and truly after the piece on that occasion there from De Silva. So changeover in favour of Royal Tuskers now. Stewart sends it out to that right-hand side. A little bit of movement here for the Tuskers down that wing. Rosero was waiting for it though. Cleaned it up nice and quick. Out of acting half. A little bit of room to move. Promoter there from Scadden. Back out to that right-hand side. Caught on this occasion. Back to the mark they come. Scadden still an option through the middle. Stewart, lovely delay on the pass. Finds Scadden. Now quick strike dump as well. Stewart sends it wide. De Silva picked it off though. Good coverage. In the end it was Sefu Iva who stepped up and made the intercept. Now still charging forward here. Little pass provided from Hapagale. And they'll turn this one over. So Royal Tuskers get their first real taste of the danger zone here. Close to the Barbarians line. No score as of yet. 3.5 minutes gone here at Samantha Riley Reserve. Once more, very poor conditions to contend with in North Kellyville. Scadden sends it out to that right-hand side. Touch is made from Hapagale. Stewart once more, or they tried to get it on quickly. Pass was good enough, but the touch was made ahead of time from Rosero. And as a result, the touch pass is called. There's the turnover. So as it stands, both sides just still feeling each other out here. Maybe some early match nerves. They know what's at stake. A place in the grand final itself with the SSR Automobile Champions Trophy on the line. De Silva takes off, finds a little bit of a gap, pops a pass there. Going to be a little bit too far away for Petey on that occasion. Goes to ground, but good intent shown from acting half there from De Silva. Saw an opportunity and took off. Now Scadden for Tuskers. Sends it to that right-hand side. A roller back here. Stewart. Not a great pass. Went behind initially. Now room to move down the sideline. Oh, how about the speed here on display? Blitzing them down the sideline is Arvin George. Outstanding turn of pace. And really nothing was happening there for Tuskers. A quick shift out to this left-hand side. And George took them all by surprise. Extreme speed from the winger. And the Barbarians, who are perhaps favourites coming into this one, they'll play from behind here. 1-0 as the two sides change ends here. The 2024 edition of the Sri Lanka Touch Footy Sydney Cup. Here it is again. George just too much speed. A bit of a mismatch there with Petey. The attempt came late, but really just powered forward. Great motor about the work there of George. So now Rosero brings it forward. He's caught with the touch. Rosero trying to get around the outside and does exactly that. Stewart was offside. Rosero, one of the most experienced campaigners in the entire competition here. Australian international, New South Wales origin representative. And he picked them apart there. Stewart never back on side. Rosero went straight at him. And all of a sudden we are locked up here. 1 try apiece. And no closer to finding out who will be taking on Damaraja College in the cup final itself. So restarted here from Royal Tuskers with about 6.5 minutes gone at Samantha Riley Reserve. Big roll ball there. Yeah, I was going to say, that was not tidy whatsoever. And as a result, there is the changeover, and Jess Rosero, the wife of Josh, who's got the ball now, into the action as well. And Jess, of course, a very accomplished touch footballer in her own right. representing the Southern Rebels. As forward they march now. Sefuiva. Rezeru. Sefuiva once again. Good footwork. Now out for Ryan Rezeru. Last one here now for the Barbarians. It's Rezeru looking long. Finds Ryan Rezeru. Lovely pass on. It was a quick tip on play, but again, George just so quick on the spot and was able to make the touch. Nice contest building here in the second cup semi-final. Damaraja College already through if you're just joining us. As Stewart now sends it back towards the middle. Now George again trying to get away from them. Slippery conditions with the rain that has come down so far. So they'll pop a little pass out to this right-hand side, but Nanamia leaves it behind. And as a result, there is the turnover. Now Rezeru marching forward. Drops it back. Picked up here from Sefuiva. Back to Rezeru. Sefuiva dragging him to the left-hand side. Deliberate play there at a man who has never backed the required distance. Clever stuff there from Sefuiva. It's going to be a 4 sub, in fact. That might have been De Silva. As Rezeru drops it down now. Attacks the line. Stewart, does a good job in the end to stand tall. Make the touch after losing his footing. So 8 minutes of play have transpired here. A little bit of confusion here from the officials. I think that might be for 7 on there. Yes, and that will be the call. So they'll play on. There's obviously no advantage in terms of going back to the halfway point. So set restarts from this location. Sefuiva, very flat pass. Perhaps lucky not to be pinged there for a forward pass. As Rezeru comes back to that 7 metre mark. Stewart makes the touch. Josh Rezeru there again. Good footwork. Gets to ground very quickly. No way they were getting to him. Already a very low centre of gravity, but outstanding agility. And Rezeru, the quick stutter step and the collapse, gets his second try for the match. Here it is again on the replay. Rezeru will drop it down, receives it quickly from Sefuiva, and then look at that stutter step. Gets underneath both Stewart and George. And try time for the legendary playmaker as it's dropped back here. Now De Silva. Scadden at full tilt. Lovely quick release. De Silva heading to this right-hand side. Has them for a little bit of pace. Touch pass will be called though. Well and truly after as well. Sure De Silva would have had that play over again with a bit of extra time. So we approach the halfway point in this match. Rezeru yet to have a break as of yet. Dummies a couple of times and now Petey onto the field, and sure enough there is Rezeru heading to the sideline. As Petey gets decent meterage here, still driving forward. Drop down now. Petey once more on the attack. Now scooped up here from Asanka De Silva. Sends it out to this left-hand side. Last one now. De Silva. Throwing it towards the middle. Petey. Rezeru. Petey wrapping around. Nothing really doing for the Barbarians though. It was all very lateral. They needed someone to straighten up. So now Royal Tuskers bring it forward. Nanamia for Scadden. Good evasiveness. And lovely show and go. And now Scadden sets up half an opportunity here. Terrific sleight of hand from Scadden. Good read though from Ryan Rezeru. Scadden now sends it out to that left-hand side. Nanamia bouncing around. Scadden once more. The one-handed pickup. Nanamia threatens to go quickly. Now forward. Pass out in front of George, who took off once again. Isaacs had a bit of work to do. But he got there quickly enough and just applied enough pressure on George to force the turnover as De Silva comes forward now. Back towards the middle of the field. Run here for Al Karem. As Petey drops it down. Rezeru turning it back on the inside and then hopping out of acting half with a staggered defensive line. Rezeru, class once more. Sets up Petey. 3 times he's had a crack at them. 3 times the Barbarians come away with tries. And this time he is the provider. Such a clever player, Josh Rezeru. He scooped it up. Saw they were all backpedaling And there was very little they could do to try and stop the run there of Petey. And a massive thank you as well to Grace Cooper and the TFA team for yet another smooth running of this competition. It's been beautiful so far. Great shots here as well. Courtesy of Ben Jones with all the production. The drone up in the air too. It's been limited opportunities for the drone given the conditions that we have seen today here in North Kellyville. As George sends it back towards the middle now. Stutter step from Nickel de Silva, captain here of Royal Tuskers. Stewart once more looking long, sends it out wide. Nobody really ready for it though. Can just see the wind picking up as well. So 7.5 minutes remaining as Jess Rosero turns it back towards the middle. Now Josh cycling the footy before taking it ahead. Scadden makes the touch. Short pass here once more for Josh Rosero. Scadden again there to meet him. On the run once more, that's Nathan Rosero, drops it down. Josh, bring it forward. Nathan switching around to this right-hand side. Jess rolls it back. Last one here. Josh takes off again. All the way through them. Stewart caught offside. Oh, the flick pass comes out. What a ball from Josh Rosero. Jess was good enough to get there. But Stewart stayed alive in the play and made a crucial touch. Now send it out to this left-hand side, Akram, and then away for George. They'll be called back on the spot though. Akram got the pass away in time, but George just unable to wind up. Certainly has plenty of pace once he gets it full tilt. Here comes Scadden now on that right-hand side. Lovely draw and pass. Opportunity down the sideline, and it will work here for them. Beautiful play from Royal Tuskers. They get a second, and it's still game on here at Samantha Riley Reserve. Well, it's where the Parramatta Juniors ply their trade, the Rouse Hill Rhinos, and certainly the Royal Tuskers with the blue and gold are doing their best impression here of the Parramatta Eels. We're just seeing the finish here on this occasion from the Royal Tuskers. Beautiful stuff all the way on the spot. And still game on here. Rosero would love one more to try and finish things off inside the final 6 minutes now. Sefu Iva in an acting half. Short ball here for Josh Rosero. Such a great stepper, bouncing off the right and the left. Rosero picks it up again. Sefu Iva floating pass. Oh, tough one to take under pressure. Well read in the end. I think that might have been Joshua Taum out there. Just did enough for them. So space on that right-hand edge here for Royal Tuskers. And it comes partially that way here through Stewart before he straightens up. Now Taum once more. Driving forward. Stewart. Straightening. Nanamia, who's lost the hat. But certainly not the intent. Nanamia holds it up beautifully. And then arriving on the spot was Ratwatt. But he's gone all the way back to the 7 metre mark now. Last one here for Royal Tuskers. And well read in defence from Ryan Rosero. Inside the final 5 minutes now. Barbarians with 1 foot at the moment in the cup final. Oh, great footwork too from Sefu Iva, but a really good touch from Stewart. As Rosero brings it forward. Now a little pop pass here from Isaacs. And forward they march. Quick pick up though from Ryan Rosero. Looking for support out of acting half. Finds Jess Rosero. Now for Josh. Slows it down. Resets the line here. Stewart up to meet him. Pops it here for Ryan. Quick roll ball. Now Josh takes off again. Draw and pass. Oh, too simple. Al Kareem is on the spot. And Josh Rosero is simply a class above in this contest. 4 tries now for the Barbarians. Rosero with a hand in all of them. Scored the first 2 and has set up the next 2. Here it is again on the replay. Ryan drops it down. Josh sums up the situation perfectly. Unable to get numbers across in time. Akram was caught in no man's land. And with now just under 4 minutes remaining, it's going to be very tough for the Tuskers to get this one out of the fire. As the wind really picks up here at Samantha Riley Reserve. Bit of rain coming down as well. So Tuskers rolling it back. Long pass provided out wide. Into the waiting arms here of George. Try to get around the outside of Nathan Rosero. Couldn't do so. And now the turnover here in favour of Barbarians. Short pass here. Nathan Rosero now for Josh. Once more, full steam ahead. De Silva makes the touch. Petey. Back for Rosero now. Drops it down. Petey again. Rosero. Having a little look. Caught here from Diawis. And Rosero will restart the count now. Fresh set to work with. De Silva up to make the touch. Petey. Rosero. Caught from De Silva. Less than 3 minutes on the clock now. A bit of game management coming into things here from Rosero. No need to speed things up. Can simply recalibrate and then try and launch a raid back on the inside and does exactly that. A crisp pass. No look ball for Petey. And that should do it here. They're off to the big dance. Barbarians up 5-2 with just under 2.5 remaining. It'll be a bridge too far here for the Royal Tuskers. And it comes down to one man, Josh Rosero, who has been instrumental in this encounter. Here it is again on the replay. Plays it quickly. Petey offers it there. The no-look pass. De Silva got interested. And Nanamia there a little bit too late. A real masterclass here from Josh Rosero as it's sent to this right-hand side. Georgia, tough one to take. The result here beyond doubt. Less than 2 minutes to go. The margin at 3. Ryan Rosero now. Rolls it back. Receives it once more. De Silva up there, getting interested. Scadden makes this touch, and now De Silva takes off for the Barbarians. Numbers in motion. Ooh, and really losing the footing there. Ryan Rosero was ready to take off, but could do nothing on that occasion. Dropped back here from Ratwatt. Now Nanamia. Trying to evade the attempted touch there of Ryan Rosero. Ratwatt again. Scadden. Nanamia with Stewart wrapping around. Stewart drawing pass. Oh, good hands from George in the end. But they'll say the ball hit the deck before he got fingertips underneath. So, coming into the final stages of this second cup semi-final. We now know who the final will be played between Damaraja College and the Barbarians, who've got ball in hand now. Jess Rosero receives it back. They've worked it beautifully down a short side. Oh, Jess Rosero with class as well. Lovely ball. And a try right at the death here for Zach Isaacs. Takes it out to 6-2. And it was still tight with about 5 minutes to go at 3-2. They've come home with a wet sail on the back of the Rosero husband and wife combination, Josh and now Jess. We certainly thought coming into this tournament, the appearance of Josh Rosero would really raise the bar of the standards in this competition. And that is how it has paved. As this one is sent wide here for Isaacs. Smiles on both teams there. And that'll do us here at full time. A game played in really great spirits. And the Barbarians go marching on into the cup final. They'll take on Damaraja College. Full time here in the second semi-final for the Sri Lanka Touch Footy Cup Sydney 2024 6-2.